So after what feels like a long time, I'm back on it, and I'm back on it with the BMW E36 and building this into a bit of a track car. So let's show you some of the progress that I've been doing on this, because I've been hard at it over the last couple of weeks. Then we could talk about all the future plans I'm going to be doing to this over the next couple of months to get it ready for the Nürburgring. The last time I featured this car on YouTube, it was definitely looking a bit different, and it was actually in the body shop at restoration and finishing. But it's back with me now, and as you can see, I've been hard at it. Trying to crack on with it. For those that follow me on TikTok, they would have seen that I've been doing a bit of like a series on there. Well, I want to only use Halfords tools and products to build up this car to get it ready for the Nürburgring. And if you haven't checked out the little series on TikTok, make sure you head over to TikTok and check out all the progress that's been going on with this car over the last couple of months. I'm not sure how, but we're actually going to be tackling this car ourselves and getting it ready to build into a bit of a track car. So that means we're going to be doing all the bodywork ourselves, we're going to be doing all the interior ourselves, we're going to be fitting all of the engine and suspension components ourselves. We're literally doing everything to this car all by ourselves. So I've actually stripped out the full interior in this. As you can see at the minute, it's looking a bit like a shed because I've literally just got everything packed in the car because we've literally got no space. And as you can tell from the sides, I've already started sanding it down, filling it and sorting some of the bodywork out. As you can see here, we have had signs of filler work before, so all this arch has been replaced before. Obviously these end up naturally rusting because all the dirt gets in behind there, and then that just rusts up, so that has actually been done. So for the day one viewers, you would have seen that this bonnet was actually peeling, so all the lacquer was peeling off, so we are starting to sand it down. I did have a bit of a boo-boo here, and had to fill in a little bit and sand it down, but our plans were to sand this down back to bare metal, but I think we scrapped that idea, and we're just going to sand it down as best as we possibly can. Excuse all the mess, but we have actually got some new parts. So we've got the M3 style Chinese front bumper, and we've got some new wings, as the other wings were absolutely buggered. These have already been painted in like the etch paint. I think it's like transfer paint or something like that, but we have got some new bits to fit on the car. So you might remember from the old boot, we had a big hole in the back of this, so we've actually been to the scrapyard at Exmouth Car Breakers, got a second-hand boot. So now this has all been sanded down at the minute. We need to sand it a little bit more, but there was a massive hole in this boot area on the other one, so we've actually just replaced that. We've already started lining up, the holes ready to fit the M3 style wing. So speaking of replacement panels, we've also changed the driver's doors. We was having problems with the locks, so we've got a second-hand door from the same donor car as the boot. You see, started sanding down some bits and filling some bits because there's a couple of little areas that we need to sort out. But other than that, we've got a working driver's door on this car. You would have seen in a previous video when we was at Charlie's where we had some rust issues. So some of this has actually been welded and made stronger, and we've had some parts inside here from the donor car welded together just to make it a lot stronger. So there's been some bits done. We have got some problems with the seals, because some of these seals end up rusting out a little bit. So I've got someone coming over today to have a look at that. And there's also, annoyingly, a little bit inside this arch that I have knocked out. So if you see here, we've got another area where there's some rust, which is not ideal. So you're currently joining myself and Felix cracking on with some bits on the E36. It's been a while since I featured this car, but I've been cracking on over the winter with a few bits, like getting it all sanded, getting it all stripped, and getting it hopefully ready for a Nürburgring trip with cars and cuppers in July. So as you can see, the E36 is looking completely different. It's not looking different in any good way, but hopefully over the next couple of weeks it definitely will be. So I'll show you what I've been up to in a little bit of detail, show you what we're up to today, and hopefully we can get a bit of primer on this afternoon. Just done the first driver's door. Felix is just doing the rear door, planning on taking everything off. So all the doors are coming off, bonnet's coming off, boot's coming off, and the bumper's already off, and we're planning on getting it all primed today. So let's see how much progress we can make today. We've still got to take off the bonnet in this side, and then it's all ready for priming. So we've just been doing the rear door. The front door over here, the check straps all, well, if we have a look, so the check strap's been taken off because this was basically from a donor car, so this has all been taken off. We was having issues with the rear door, and basically what it is, there's a little pin here that you have to push in, and then you have to knock it up on through, and that will release the check strap from there, if you can see. So that goes into the top, and then obviously you've got to release the little pins there, and that will get the check strap off. And all we need to do now is take off the connections from there, and jobs are good, isn't it, Felix? Should be, he says. Give you a little walk around, a little update on what's been going on with this car. So Felix is just taking off the bonnet because we're going to get it all, well, we're going to get all the parts taken off and then hopefully primed today. Because as you can see, spent the last few weeks getting it sanded down. I don't know whether it's to any sort of level, well, any sort of body shop level, but hopefully it's better than what we actually think, because we don't think it's actually too great, but hopefully it should be good enough to get some primer on. As you can see, we've sanded it down as much as we can. This here has all been like filled and sanded before. Obviously these E36s have problems with rust on the underside of the arches, so that's all obviously been replaced at some point. I filled in a couple little bits. Again, no idea what we're doing, but hopefully that's a lot better than what it was. There was a few little dents and dings and stuff like that. A couple of bits that we've sanded down to bare, just because the paintwork was really thin in areas and it was flaking, so they're down to bare, so we'll have to etch primer that. And then the rest has just been, well, it's been sanded up to about 320. So hopefully it's good enough to get some paint on. Again, we have no idea what we're doing. I've just sort of winged it, done a couple of YouTube videos and just hoping for the best. But all the interior is stripped out, all the windows are stripped out. I'm going to take off this side in a minute, so all the door cards and that have been taken off. The interior is just basically a shed for E36 parts. And then yeah, that's pretty much it. One of the next things we're doing, I'm going to take off a section of the exhaust, because this is all like rusty in there. And we've got to do some welding inside there. I say we. Definitely not me. So we're going to take off this back bit and we're going to do a little before and after, see what it sounds like before and see what it sounds like after.
It looks like a bag of shit under it.
Does it?
Yeah.
Bad, is it?
Yeah.
Don't look too bad, is it?
Yeah.
Seen better days? It'll be out.
Great.
Get it sent off then. I want to see you in action, lad.
Oh, I've got the wrong bit.
Oh, for fuck's sake. But yeah, basically taking off that back section. God, this Osmo moves mad. I'm going to take off that back section just to get a little bit better access for when Cooley and that do the welding on it. Get it off.
Oh, I've got to get something on the other end of it.
Both ends?
Yeah. Probably like a...
Spanner?
Yeah.
What size?
13mm try.
I'll do that. Do a little 13mm from the Halford's Advanced Tool Set, boy. There you go, Felix.
Great.
Let's see what he's looking at. A little bit of rust, is it? Why don't it look great? What's the matter with it?
Just look under like where the diff is and stuff.
Where's the diff?
There.
Is it?
All that fucking rust and shit.
Get that powder coated a bit. Alright, what's he worried about? We've got a bit of an oil leak over there. It's not great, that, to be fair.
I prefer a jack stand here.
Would you? Yeah, this, by the way, this jack does go down. It's not,
Got him.
the hydraulics are not working that well. So, get that sent on. Yeah. Whilst Felix is messing around with the jack stand, so this is a little update on it. We've taken all the doors off, the bonnets off, the boot lids off. So it's literally ready now just to clean up. We're going to clean up all the door shuts and stuff, because as you see there's quite a lot of dirt and crap and dust from where I've been sanding it and stuff like that. So all this needs to be cleaned down properly. And then what we'll do, we'll mask up all of the insides, tape it all up, and then we should be able to get our first coat of primer on today. So when we was disconnecting the rear part of the exhaust, we noticed there was a fair bit of water in there, and it seems to be quite a lot of water in this back box. We're going to empty it out and see what's going on inside there. Ah! To be fair, there's not as much as what we thought. It's probably, most of it's probably emptied out in, but why is there so much water in the back of it? That's probably the question, isn't it? Anyone want to buy it for some scrap? Oh, I need that actually, don't I? I actually need that, to be fair. Fuck's sake. I do need that. But... yeah, but it's blowing it all off, isn't it? Because we need to get it ready for the painting. She rips.
She's a whipper.
A bit of fun. Shit, my eyes. Poor.
Sliding, man. Take her up the lake, man.
Imagine that. Oi, she feels light though. She feels light. Yeah. That's so good.
She's a honey.
So it's not perfect, but we have a little makeshift booth. So we've got the gazebo that I actually use for cars and cuppers. We've got a little body shop set up in here. So we've got we're going to start off with the boot lid, which is hanging up on the frame of the gazebo. And we've managed to use some old metal rods to hang up with, just so we can get a better finish. But this is our little makeshift detailing, well, not detailing, body shop setup, which is quite cool. So we're just going to put some stuff down just to protect the floor from getting all sprayed up, and we might just chuck some water down to stop any dust. But this will be our setup. We've got this from All Parts that I managed to get, and over the last couple of days we're just figuring out exactly how it works to get the right pressure right, because just looking on the primer you need it set up to a certain bar or whatever. So we'll get that set up in a minute, and then we'll start doing the first layer of primer on the boot lid, which will be quite cool.